What's up, deckheads? Welcome back to MTG with me. It's the Gainswalker. I was going to do some more standard rank because I know I haven't done a video like that in a while, but as you can see on the screen, looks like that Chrome Cube Draft ends in 47 hours, so just 2 days. I'm going to take advantage of the time that I've left on that and see how much coin we can get in that time frame, because you get coin instead of gems for this draft as opposed to the normal draft where prize is packs and gems. So I am going to, let's see, we did traditional last time. We're doing a lot better with traditional, but we'll give Premier another shot. And to get the, basically your money's worth, we need 5 wins. That's a bit tougher to do, but it's only best of 1, so you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's see what happens. And if it ends quicker, then we'll just do another one. And we're just gonna keep rolling till those wheels fall off. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Free to play player, fairly new channel. And let's get to it. All right. Every time I've done this, it's just jumped right into it, so I'm hoping we see the same. Last deck I did was Selesnya, which was fun. But the big creature's hard to get to. Some of the early game strategies like Azurius blinking, like flashing, and just kind of ETBs. So we'll see what we can get out of this one. Moth is great. As far as early game, that's probably better to go with a 4-drop 3/4 that kind of adds some resilience. Basically what that card does is whenever creature you control dies, if it doesn't have flying, it comes back with flying, which is awesome. History of Benalia, 3-drop, create a 2/2 white knight with vigilance, okay, and then knights get a buff until end of turn. That's kind of cool, but there's not a lot going on with that. Deputy of Detention, 3-drop, 1/3, enters battlefield, exile non-land permanent, and all other permanents that player controls with the same name until this leaves. Okay, there's some value there. Reckoner Bankbuster, 2-drop, 4/4, enters battlefield with 3 charge counters on it. 2-tap, remove charge. Alright, so that's good. And then let's see, do we have anything else? What is this? Enters battlefield, exile to 1 target creature. Its controller seeks a creature card. Interesting. Mirari Conjecture, 5-drop. Return target card for an instant card from your graveyard to your hand. We don't really need that. Fabled Passage, sacrifice, search for library for a basic land, put on the battlefield, tap. Okay. Let's go Bankbuster. Early game, helps with draw, that kind of stuff. Whoa. Winota here. Okay, so Winota was awesome, and I think this card eventually got banned for how good it was. 4/4 for 4. Whenever 1 or more non-human creatures you control attack, look at the top 6. You may put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Gains indestructible. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. It doesn't get removed, though. So you may put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Don't remove it at the end step, none of that. So we're definitely going to pick Winota, for sure. And as it stands, it looks like we're building a Boros deck. Let's see. Magda, 2-drop, 2/1. Dwarves get +1/+0. No. Hey, we got a human right here. That'll help. It has an ETB also, so if we pull that out, scry 2, gain 3, exile a creature, blink something of mine, that's good. For sure. Oh, we got a Karn here, 4-drop, 5. Reveal the top 2 cards of library, separate them, pick 1 pile, cool. Put card you own with a silver counter on it from exile into your hand, okay. Alright, that's decent, but it's not amazing. We're gonna go with the human here. And we'll keep an eye out for other humans that we can try to throw into the mix. Here's one. 3-drop, first strike, 3/2. Whenever Alicia who smiles at death attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Tapped and attacking. I like the tapped and attacking thing. That's pretty neat. Mizzix's Mastery, 4-drop. Exile target card and instant sorcery for each card. Copy it. Ooh. Wait a minute now. 4-drop. Exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from... Oh, it's from my graveyard. Never mind. Because of so many options and what people are pulling, I thought that might be a good idea to have just so I could target my opponent's situation. But that's not the case. Alright, we'll keep the 3/2 first strike human. Terror of Peaks. We've got a lot of ETBs, things that enter the battlefield and pull things into the battlefield, tapped and attacking. That's going to help Terror of Peaks, so we'll grab that. Okay, Human Warrior here. Toralf. I've never been a fan of this card. We're not, and it has more to do with burn damage. Like if you're going to burn something, excess damage would help you there. So we either do Jaxus or Starnheim. Actually, Starnheim's better. Create a whole bunch of angel tokens. If Terror peeks out, just a lot of damage. You can foretell it. Alright. But we'll hope to see Jaxus on the way back. Mentor of the Meek, for sure. Human creature. Early game. Let's do Combustible Gear Hulk. This is a very strong card. Enters the battlefield, draw cards, or I mill 3 and deal damage equal to the CMC, which right now is kind of low. What's our CMC at? Our CMC average 3.4. It's either that or the Eternal Wanderer. So let's grab Gear Hulk. Okay, so History of Benalia made it back around. 2/2 Knights. I guess that's Faithless Looting, though. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. That's good. And it's got Flashback. Now we'll go History of Benalia. Electro Dominance. Deals X damage to any target. You may cast a spell with mana value X or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. That's pretty good, actually. And there's nothing really here that I think is good for us, so we'll try to pick something that's hard to play against. Yeah, let's go Polychronos. Wow, nobody picked Thalia? So people aren't picking those colors, and it looks like nobody's really doing black-green. We'll do Cleansing Nova. Board wipe, why not? I guess we'll get King Darian, and whatever we get handed here. Toralf, okay. So let's put this and this. Okay. Welcoming Vampire is good. Teleportation Circle is also good. Jaya. Create a... it's a monk, not a human. Create a 1/1 monk. Okay. Prowess. We don't have a bunch of prowess stuff going on. Nahiri, discard a card, draw a card. Exile tapped creature is pretty strong. So it's either Nahiri or Welcoming Vampire. I kind of want to grab Nahiri. Our average is 3.6, so that'll increase our average. Let's keep getting creatures. Well, I don't know. No, we'll get Nahiri.
I will have revenge for Zendikar.
And then as far as what we want to see, obviously, if we can get it on the way back around, we'll get Welcoming Vampire. Elspeth Conquers Death. Absolutely. Ooh, Needle Verge. We'll hope to see that on the way back around. So this is a 5-drop exile permanent. An opponent controls mana value 3 or greater. Non-creature spells your opponent's cast cost 2 more. And then return target creature or planeswalker from the graveyard to the battlefield. So that is an amazing card. It's heavily played in Standard when it was out. Cataclysmic Gearhulk 5-drop 4/5 Vigilance enters the battlefield. Each player chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from the non-land permanents they control, and sacrifices the rest. That might be useful. Chromatic Lantern, though. Lands have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Ooh. And then Itali. Woo. Whenever Itali attacks, exile top card of each player's library, then you can cast any number of spells without paying their mana costs. That's tough. I gotta think about that. I mean, Chromatic Lantern's great, but we're only doing double. We're only doing 2 lands. So I think Atali is better. But Chromatic Lantern, though. Hopefully we'll see it when it comes back around. This card was very popular. Cursor of Krufix. I mean, I guess we do Smoldering Egg, but we don't do a whole bunch of instant and sorceries, so that doesn't really help us. We'll go with the 5-drop, double strike. When you cast a creature spell, create more creatures. For sure. Sarah the Benevolent. Ooh, White Sun's Twilight. That might be good too. Avacyn's Judgment, okay. Platoon Dispenser seems to be okay. The beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more other creatures, draw a card. We're likely going to run into that scenario because this is a very creature-heavy draft. Let's do White Sun's Twilight. As every time I've drafted Sarah the Benevolent, I ended up not being able to use it. Let's do Shadow Spear. Angel of Sanctions is good. But, again, I'm trying to go early game. Brutal Cathar. What do we got here? Krenko. And Thalia's Lancers. 5-drop, 4/4 first strike. Enters battlefield, search library for a legendary card, reveal it, put it in your hand. Okay, sure. Welcoming Vampire made it all the way back around. We'll grab that. We're only in pack 2, and we got a lot. 13 creatures already. As far as humans, we've got 6, so we want to up that a little bit more. Needle Verge, yes! The Dually land, very, very good to have good lands in this. Alright, so we can either do Showdown of the Skulls, which is exile the top 4 cards until your next turn you can play them. Whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. That's pretty good because it gives you stuff to play. It's either that or Gear Hulk. And I don't want to sack my own stuff, so I'm happier with that. Let's go Mysterious Limousine. Sarah the Benevolent. Okay, cool. We got that.
Please.
Angel of Sanctions. Awesome. So all the secondary cards that we wanted in those packs, we basically got. Halo Forager. Okay, so now, Ephemerate's that blink card, that's kind of cool. We have, not a lot of 2-drops. Is this permanent or creature? Permanent spell with mana value 2 or less. So that's Reckoner, Charming, and Shadow Spear. Not a whole lot going on with that. Could do the battery here. But I mean, hey. Lifelink 3/2. It's something early game. Karn's Silex. Players can't pay life to cast spells, activated abilities. Okay. I mean, actually, the Silex is probably better. Specific removal. Chandra, of course. Is that even a question? You already know she's the best Planeswalker. Like and subscribe if you think that Chandra is the best Planeswalker.
You have no idea who you're messing with.
Whew, spicy. Alright, Banishing Light seems good. Clifftop Retreat, also mana fixing. Creature count is 14. So we gotta up that. Resto Angel, pretty solid. ETB stuff going on here. 4-drop, create a token that's a copy of target creature control against haste, sacrifice it, okay. Create 5 tokens that are copies of another target creature controlled against haste. That could be useful. It's either that, Resto, or Banishing Light. And as far as ETBs, I don't have too many. Rewind, great card. Love that card. Banishing Light. I used to do an American Flash where I would do like rewind and then play Resto Angel and blink something. Typically would have been Snapcaster at the time. Play something for the great. It's awesome. Alright, really the only pick that we have is Atali. The other Atali. Everything else is kind of out of our spec. I mean, we have Sanctuary Warden we could do, but Atali is so much better. We've got both kinds of Atalis. Sarah Paragon? Yes, please. That allows us to play 3 drops or less. So Karn Silex all the way up, that's a lot. We'll definitely get Sarah Paragon. Heck yeah. Alright, this we either pick Lurie Spellchaser, but that's not that great. Spirit Realm, Thraben Inspector. It's a 1-2 investigate for 1. I mean, it's something turn 1, but it's not amazing. Wormcoil Engine, though. 6 drop? Yeah. Backlight Evaporation enters battlefield. Exile up to 1 target non-land permanent you don't control with mana value 4 or less. When it leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner creates an XX blue, or that is the CMC. It's something. Actually, let's do Magmatic Channeler. 2 drop. Gives us a little bit more playability on the lower end, and it's a human, I think. Yes, human wizard. Alright, we could do Quintorius Lore Master, but those are non-creature cards that it's exiling, which we won't have a lot of. Seasoned Pyromancer. That might be the card we go for. The Unicorn lets you blink, but Pyromancer creates tokens and a little bit of a draw ability. We either do Rabbit Battery or Luris. And we don't have a bunch of 2 drops, so Rabbit Battery it is. Legendary Human Pirate for 3 enters battlefield, create a treasure token. Okay, that's a little bit of a ramp. Okay. Or a 2 drop, 1/1 draw card. Let's go Captain. Treasure token. Vanishing Light made it all the way around. Nice. So did Sanctuary Warden. Wow, we got lucky with some of these picks. Mondrak, sure. Okay, wow, we got this guy. And then what is this? Hanger Back Walker. Enters battlefield, X +1/+1 counters on it when it dies. Oh, we got Throbbing. I thought I was going to click on Hanger Back, but alright. It is XX, so that does make it a little bit tough to play, but that card has a lot of resilience. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just get rid of all of the stuff that is not a creature. Excuse me. Okay. 25 creatures. That's pretty solid. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the ones that we're just not going to play. We'll start at the high end. Italy Primal Conqueror. We'll definitely play that. That'll be our big hitter. Wormcoil Engine is a 6/6 for 6 Death Touch lifelink. When it dies, it creates a 3/3 lifelink and a 3/3 Death Touch, which is pretty strong. Italy Primal Storm, 6 drop. So we can do Italy turn 6, Italy turn 7. Enters the battlefield. I'm sorry, no, when this one attacks, exile top card of each player's library, and I can cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana cost, which is awesome. Combustible Gear Hulk. That one is good. We've got some high CMCs. That could be some serious damage. Sanctuary Warden. Shield counters on it. I can sack one to make a 1/1. That's not that great. We'll get rid of that. Share the Peak's cool. Thalia's Lancers. 4/4. Search for a legendary card. Reveal it. Put it in your hand. But it's for 5. That's not good enough. Didn't even pass Manila. 5 drop 3/6. But it's got double strike. Whenever you cast a creature spell, make a 4/4 black zombie warrior with vigilance. And then whenever it dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put it into its owner's library third from the top. There's some value in holding that. Angel of Sanctions, this is a little bit of removal. You can play it from your graveyard, so that's cool. But I'm going to knock that out because I don't think it's as good as it sounds. Winota, definitely keep. Toralf, never been a fan of that card. Ortheon, Hero of Lava Brink. Create a token, it's a human. I think that's worth doing, because let's say, what is this? Terror of Peaks. It's not a legendary, so if I did create 5 tokens of Terror of the Peaks, that's win right there. What else could I copy? Wormcoil Engine, I could have just a bunch of Wormcoils, a bunch of Sarah Paragons, and then, what is it? Create tokens, so Mondrak would help with that, so we'll leave Mondrak in for that. Luminous, okay. Seasoned Pyromancer makes tokens, okay. Captain, Lannery, Storm, it's a human. It's a 3-drop. We could play it with Sarah Paragon. A little bit of resilience there. And it's got power 2 or less, so that'll help with the draw in the early game. Okay. Cool. I like this. Alright, and then our very early game. So we have 21 creatures, 0 non-creatures. If I just put 2 cards in right now, non-creatures, what would they be? Chandra, clearly, and Elspeth Conquers Death. Those 2 would be the most beneficial, I'd say. But we want to have a little bit more playability. We don't want to just jump into that. So let's say we got rid of 4 more. We would have an amazing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So we want to find... Ooh, actually that. We'll do that instead. So let's figure out what creatures we can get out of here. We got an average of a 3.8. We kind of want to lower that average a little bit, but... Alright, this card's trash. That's out. Rapid Battery holds some value. That has value, that has value. Cool, cool. First strike, 3/2 for 3. When it attacks, you may pay double white. If you do, return target card power 2 less from graveyard, tap and attacking. That's not going to give you as much value as you think. So we'll get rid of her. And I need to get rid of 2 more. Pyromancer, I guess, could go, because the tokens is a bit of a stretch, but it does let me draw. And discard. Okay. The 5-drop 3/6 double strike, it has value, but it's also late. So how many creatures am I playing after turn 5? Maybe I get rid of that. Okay, and anything else? Average CMC is 3.9. That's not bad. Let's take a look. Alright, so maybe we do 18 creatures and 5 other things. So if I were to pick 5 things, number 1 pick Chandra. Electro Dominance seems pretty good. X damage to any target. You may cast a spell with mana value X or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. That's pretty solid. Shadow Spear, Lifelink Trample really helps early game. Elspeth Conquers Death, 2 more cards. I'm thinking Banishing Light and Starnheim. Bankbuster's pretty good, though. Silex, that could be good. Okay, what if we did... Because the exile is cool, but there's plenty of exile enchantment and stuff, and so if I didn't make the deck around that, that might be a waste to try to do it. Like if I threw an Angel of Sanctions and that might be helpful. Starnheim is great, especially with Terror Peaks. And then I really want to play Nahiri. Look at that ultimate ability right there. Search your library for an artifact or creature card, put it on the battlefield. Put a tally on there. You know what I mean? Just like make it really fun. And then return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step and play it again. Like, ah, man. Yeah, we'll get Nahiri in there. Let's check out our average. 3.9, 18 creatures, 5 non. As far as the lands, we've got basically 9 producing of each and 17 total. We've got plenty of double white, plenty of double red. That seems like that's good to go. A little bit of a something here in the beginning. Peaking up around 4 and then dropping a little bit, and then we have a big late game. So if the board state starts to stall out by turn 4 or 5, we should be able to do something with that late game. I think this looks good. The average is right here. We've got 48% white, 52% red. That's pretty even split, so I think we're okay with the mana being 8 and 8, but Needle Verge is one or the other. You just pick it when you play it. So basically 9 producing mana of each. Let's do that. And then Chandra, where you at, girl? Better than the moth, for sure. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe. Fairly new channel, free to play player. Let's get it. Come on, good hands. Give me 4 lands, 2 of each, and we're good to go. Hey! Oh! Nice. Let's go. We got a pretty solid hand. Opponent looks like they've got 6 cards in hand now. I think I should scry 2 here. We got Wormcoil Engine. And Winota. Wormcoil is a 6-drop. Oh, but we have a creature, a treasure token producing creature. So we'll leave that Winota on top, then Wormcoil. What's that do? 1/3 for 2 target creature card and graveyard perpetually becomes an artifact in your graveyard. Okay, so it's their own graveyard. It's 2/2 haste. Create a treasure token. I thought that was an ATB, create a treasure token. You mean to tell me he creates a treasure token every time he attacks? Say less, let's go. No, don't murk him. No, don't do it. Sweet, 2/2 white knight. Let's go Lava Brink. And then that way we can make copies of Captain Lannery Storm and send them across, make more tokens. Alright, so next turn, we'll be able to play Wormcoil, and I think that's what we do. And then we play Winota, swing with Wormcoil. And even if they get rid of Wormcoil, come on. Even if they get rid of Wormcoil, in that sense, we'd still be able to send more Wormcoils across. I'll take 2, no blocks. Looks like they got hurt on land drops, but we'll definitely try to take advantage of that. I don't know if I should swing with that. No attacks. Try to build a board state. Keep some blockers. Is this still end of turn? Yes, okay. No, they exiled it, so it doesn't create the other two. That stinks. I really needed that. No blocks. Take it. Nice. Okay, that'll help a little bit. Brutal Cathar. Now, he's a werewolf when he flips, so when he flips, that might help us a little bit. Let's swing with one. It'll probably get blocked, that's fine. Evening up that board state. My hope is that they won't play anything and we'll get Brutal Cathar to flip. That's not likely. Next step says destroy all non-artifact creatures. Yikes. We're gonna lose all of that. So we just swing with everything. Because there's no point in not doing that. Alright, Mentor the Meek. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters battlefield, okay. Alright, so if I was going to do that to draw, and I've got 6 mana, I should do Mentor the Meek after Vampire. Because I don't have an extra one to pay if I did it the other way. Terror of Beaks, okay, we got something that can fly a little something over the top. And as long as there's no specific removal here, we could block with Vampire. Two, 3 over the top, down to 7. We get a big creature here, and they don't remove Terror of Peaks. We're in business. They got 3 cards in hand, 5 open mana. They're gonna exile it. Ugh! That card is so good! And we're gonna get hit for at least 3. No! They only swing with the 2. Alright, I'll let that happen. Okay, let's see. Next one, non-creature spells opponents, so I'll need to play this now. And then I'll just exile the 2/4.
The earth trembles in anticipation of
Just getting rid of that.
Justice won't be tempered.
Swing with the 2/3. Down to 4. It's getting close. What do they have? Removal. Don't do it to me. Roscoe, no, they're gonna turn into a treasure token.
Phyrexian life.
You monster.
What's one more grudge to hold?
Well, I don't know if they can really. Let's see. From your graveyard, creature or planeswalker. They don't have any. So, I mean, I could play the land, but I could, if I draw another land, there's no point in playing it. So, I'll hold the card in my hand as a bluff, get my opponent down to 2, and we're just gonna hope for the best here. 2 cards in hand. Oh, Vraska's gonna, yeah, token it. Ugh. I don't think I have anything haste.
Another minion never.
But we'll see what I get. We need a tally. Either one. Yikes. Okay. This will help for a turn. And this is not a read ahead one, so it has to go in order. We're gonna exile the 3/3. And I'm just gonna play land for turn. We'll see what happens. I need something bigger. Oh, ouch. Return target non-battle permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Could be a planeswalker, could be a bunch of... Yeah, there you go. That's a wrap. I don't think we can win this here. Does not have haste. Alright, so we are down to 1. Interesting. Oh, but our graveyard's gone, so Sarah Paragon doesn't help us. Yikes, good game. That was fun. Very spicy.
My people need me.
I will rise a gaze into my eyes.
Well, if we had some of those bigger hitters, that would have been a little bit different, I think, but we just didn't draw into them, which is amazing because we have so many. Yikes. Okay, well, that's one already. And we had such a good draft. I hate to see it. Alright, well, hopefully we get a better game this time. That hand is trash, but we're gonna keep it. No, we're not. Mulligan. This hand is also trash. There's not much we can do. Rabbit Battery, turn 2, Starnheim, turn 3, hopefully Pyromancer. We're not gonna be able to do that. Cool. And we need a mountain. Mountain. Nice. Let's do, I guess, Meek and then Pyromancer. That way we can draw next turn. No attacks. Alright, let's go Pyromancer and then draw a card. When it enters the battlefield, discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. Ooh. So it forces me to do that? Maybe we don't play that. That card's trash now. I thought it was a May ability. What? Alright, we're gonna swap that out. But I do need something. Alright. I'm just gonna sit tight, no attacks. End turn. That's a little weak, because that forces me to pause my game. So, Seasoned Pyromancer is garbage. Don't play that card. Because you'll have to discard 2 cards. Granted, if they're non-land, you'll get 1/1s, but what is a 1/1 really when you've got all this in the format? Alright. Diana's command, cool. Oh, we need a board wipe. Ooh. Okay. Now I could do this. I'll pay 1 to draw. And then I'll discard the Channeler and Itali. That way we can keep Terror of Peaks, hopefully draw in some land. Nice. Now we'll be able to do Starnheim Unleashed, but what I'm first going to do is play Terror of Peaks. So when I do Starnheim for 2, I'll deal 8 damage to something. Or 4 and 4, and that could help me clear up the board a little bit. Those tokens are going to be used for chop blocks, but we'll see what happens with my opponent. There's a lot they could do. They could tap their mana for anything right now. Or for any kind of mana, I should say. Oh no. Can deal 5 damage. Now we're in trouble. And we have no board state. Just like that. We are screwed. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I guess I have to do Starnheim now. I didn't want to. 7, drop, get 2. I still take 7. Wow, that sucks. Create 2 to chop. Still don't have enough. That's it, good game. Yikes. Okay. I could play Brutal Cathar. Actually, there is a chance. So I do Brutal Cathar. Get rid of, I guess, the highest power. And then do this for 1. And that way I can block and get rid of something. But that only gets me like a turn. Doesn't really help me get through. Yikes. Now we just lose. Ah, man. What the heck? Tough. We're already down 2? It can't be. Alright, moving along. It hurts. I don't want to look at it. That's garbage. Mull. Keep. And pitch Itali. Yeah, we'll do that. We have 2 planes, so we'll just do Needle Verge as mountain. Not a very good starting hand. We're a little stuck with that, but we got a little bit of exile going on here. Turn 3 and turn 5. Treasure token turn 3. Destroy target non-land permanent. Goodbye, land ring. Okay. Let's do this. We'll do Elspeth Conquers Death on that, so that they don't get any ramp. We'll use that to pull out Chandra if we can. It'll probably get destroyed somehow. Next turn we'll do Starnheim Foretell and get out Brutal Cathar. Sweet. Oh, it's from your graveyard. Whoops. Let's do +1/+1. Let's do both attack, and then we'll play Gear Hulk. I hope they tell me to mill 3. Ooh, they let me draw. So we'll play Winota, and then we'll swing and get some more human creatures out. Monster. Alright, so 4. And yeah, we'll do that. And I want to play more, but I'm going to sit tight because there's plenty of board-wide possibility here. We don't need to lose the whole team, you know? I think we got this one. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I think we got it. All right, let's see. Let's do Terror Peaks. Welcoming Vampire. Two damage to, let's get rid of this token. And why not? Let's swing out, because next turn I'm trying to play off Terror Peaks. Let's do... Charming Friend. 2 damage to... I guess just my opponent. Exile creature I own, return it to the battlefield. Let's do... Let's do that. We're gonna exile a creature and return it to the battlefield. Let's get Winota out of combat so she doesn't die. Sure, I'll pay 1. And that's at the end of the next, at the beginning of the next end step, it'll come back in. Land per turn. Winota comes back in, let's deal 4 damage. We'll get rid of Titan. Lots of pinging damage here. Ooh, nice. Starnheim is just going to do an incredible amount of damage. We're going to do 1 and then X twice. So that is 12 damage. We'll do 3 4/4s. Yeah. just about to wipe them anyway. Nice. We got one. Three more to go to break even. Oh, I'm sorry. 4 more to go to break even. Yikes. Ugh. We're gonna try. Let's see. That is garbage. We got nothing that we could play early game. I mean, maybe if we draw another planes, we could do something, but that's a maul. Keep that. Pitch Mondrak, because we're not sure if we could use it. Rabbit to the battery. I don't think they're gonna block, so we'll see if they do. Green usually likes to hold on to their ramp, especially if it's just 1 damage. And my opponent says, sure. No? Yes? No? No? They're just gonna take forever. That's cool. Most of the other opponents didn't do that, so you're always gonna have one. Ooh, hit for 1. I'm gonna scry 2. Let's get those lands up. Guess I'm cool with that. Yeah, we'll leave that. Oh, got some cats on the board. Let's do this. And shoot, I mean, there's no point in equipping, but we'll do it anyway. Reconfigure. And no attacks. This way we can at least block one of them. Maybe they won't swing, but they're probably just going to crew the 4/4 and swing. Or maybe they won't. Removal. What are you doing? Come on. Do something.
Harmony grants us strength.
Cool.
Fight beside us.
Crew. Swing with a 4/4. Alright. Not gonna block that. Nice. Good move, no box. Yeah, we're gonna get outnumbered on this one. Let's do this. We're gonna get hit for 12 next turn. And that's if they don't do anything else.
I never fight alone.
4, 8, 12. Maybe they'll swing with the 2/2s just to get damage across. They'll swing with everything. Like a chop. All but 9. Good play. Chop the 4/4. I don't have a board wipe that can handle that. So it's probably best to leave Magmatic Chandler back. Oh, it hurts. Yeah, so it's looking like traditional is better for me. I don't know why. I figured Premier would be easier, but let's get rid of the Elspeth card. Looking for lands, baby. Looking for lands. Choose one. Choose a land. Play the land. And here are peaks. And good game. That's it. No attacks. Opponent just needs to swing out. And that'll do it for them.
Our strength multiplies.
Quiet, Nissa. And that's definitely lethal. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that's lethal. Chop the chariot. Chop 5/5. And that'll do it. Whew. That was spicy. We did not get a good value out of that. So every time I've done Premier Cube Chrome Draft, did not go well. Maybe 1 or 2 wins. That's it. We got 500 and we got, what do we got?
Who's got a foe?
Tyvar, okay, cool. 4-drop 3. Elves get tap, add, swap. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 elf. Untap it, gets Death Touch. For 0, create an elf warrior. And then 6, emblem with whenever you cast an elf spell, gains haste till end of turn and draw 2 cards. That's really freaking good, actually. Vastwood Surge, 4-drop. Kicker for 4, so you can pay 8. Search the library for 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield tapped. If it was kicked, put 2 +1/+1 on each creature you control. Okay. Very elf deck-like. Forsaken Sanctuary. Tap, add Orzhov. One or the other. Enters tapped. We got some stuff. Not a lot of coin. But that's going to do it for this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing more of this because there's only 2 days left. So I'm just going to keep cranking out these drafts. But as always, watch these games, get those gains, and walk those planes. Until next time, deckheads, keep it easy.